Gibsons.
The Gibsons.
Coming from Jamaica. Y'all mind?
Yeah, mine.
One love.
One heart.
We on the beach in Acabana. Ocean view. Just relaxing. Do y'all want to see our view? See what we working with?
Let's take a look at our view. Let's see if I can turn it around. Probably not. So.
Just beautiful, isn't it? Wish you were here, right? It can be.
We're bringing you here.
Yeah, y'all know how my wife is. She like doing Facebook Live, so I'm gonna go along with the program.
All right, so we're gonna talk today a little bit about the importance of eating too while we're jerk chicken. Don't that look good? It don't look good, but it's good. It looks. It tastes better than it looks. We're gonna talk a little bit about the importance of vacation for couples, married couples. All right.
Yeah, there's a difference. There's a big difference to me than a married couple going on vacation and a staycation. A staycation, you can stay at home.
Right.
In your home or in a hotel.
Mm-hmm. In your city.
Oh yes.
We're good.
Oh, look at our servants.
That's
I'm
our
the butler. Yeah, black in me. Yeah, I'm the butler.
He's taking care
I
of us.
respond for these people this day. I respond for this day of their life. Yeah, one of the best day of their life.
It is.
Yeah, they're getting spoiled. Look at her. All jerked up.
All jerked up.
Jerk bread, jerk chicken, jerk bommy, jerk plate.
Yes.
Everything jerk.
How you make this? If you come to Jamaica, please take care of the people. Because that's how they live. They live off their tips. The lady told me yesterday that they make an average of $60 a week. No matter what type of job you do, you make an average of $60 a week. So financially, they are in like an impoverished country, but they're rich in everything else. So whenever you come, please just make sure you tip them. You know, just bring a bunch of dollars. They appreciate $1. I mean, like, because $1 in US dollars is more in their Jamaican money, but just take care of them because they need it, but they don't show it. They are always happy. They love what they do. When you see them working, they singing. It's beautiful. Love it. So, back to you, sir.
Okay. I guess what we originally was talking about was the difference between a vacation and a staycation. Married men hear me. This is just Buck's opinion. Rather you the one to take care of the finances or not in your marriage. Plan something for your wife. And like I was saying, the difference between a vacation, in my opinion, and a staycation, you can just, you know, a staycation to me is when you just go to a hotel or you're at home and you don't do nothing but rest and sleep.
And those are nice.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. But I think every married man, and finances really doesn't have, you know, I'm not counting your finances, everybody's finances are different. But every man I think should plan one vacation a year, if possible, or one every 2 years, where you and your spouse, you and your wife can get away. It don't have to be Jamaica. It can be anywhere. It don't even have to be overseas. It can be New York, LA. A vacation, have an itinerary. Have set time of the day what you want to do stuff, because when you go on a vacation, you don't want to go away and be gone all day long every day. That defeats the purpose of getting away with your wife. Trust me. I mean, so if you go 3 days, plan at least a half a day where you can just do an excursion or something like that. But the main thing is have things planned where you don't wake up in the morning and say, what you want to do today? You know, I mean, you're going to have those times, but have things planned, whether it's dinner or going out, you know, different, to explore whatever the state or the city you may be in. But just You know, it's something that y'all can do together. Spend time together away from your children, your family, and even your friends, or some of us in some cases you can bring your friends along. But the main thing is just get away. Like for instance, we've been here since Sunday, and each day we have planned something different. Uh, but then starting Monday, we plan stuff.
So what do you think it does for a marriage?
What does it
When
do
you get
for a
away?
marriage?
What does it do? Yeah.
Not only does it refresh it, but it strengthens it too. You know, I think. What do you think? Do it refresh you?
I think it, yeah. Yes. When you can get away from everything, you get away from everything. Like,
There you go, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
thank you.
Come on.
Everything that distracts you from the time you can spend with your spouse, you know, even working, you know, he works third shift, so he's gone, and then when he comes home after running errands, he try to take a nap, and then he's back to work. And I respect his time for that. I mean, you know, but then after a while, it's like, okay, I need that time, and then I do what I do, and I'm tired, you know, because you got to take care of what you need to take care of. And so I think it's important that you just pull away from all of that and just refresh your relationship and your marriage.
And husbands, even if your wife doesn't literally come out and say, I want to go on a vacation, listen to her. Hear her. There's very few wives, I believe, that doesn't want to go on a vacation. You know, just sit down and plan it. Like, for instance, what I do is I normally just ask my wife throughout the year different places where she might want to go. And then I make up my mind in December. Most places you want to travel, all you gotta do is put down a deposit. It can be 100 here, a couple hundred here, and you don't literally have to have vacations paid off until maybe a month before. So, yep, learn how to budget, because I mean, and I believe now, because I'm not a millionaire, I'm not rich. I'm rich in the kingdom, but I'm not rich. But if you budget right and plan right, God will provide. He will make provisions. Because as long as you got your heart right and everything that you really want to do for your wife, I think the main goal is as a husband is what's my favorite phrase? Happy wife, happy life.
And one of the things I think is important too, when you vacation with your spouse, you need to ask your spouse, what is their definition of this vacation? Define it, because I think it can cause conflict if you don't. Because for me, it could be vacation, could be just busy, going here, going there, going shopping, you know, dinners and all those things. And maybe for him, when he thinks vacation, he thinks laying up in the hotel, you know, chilling, watching TV, watching the game, watching, you know, movies. And if you don't define your vacation before you leave, you can have a miserable vacation, because you'll have conflict, because you're thinking that when we get there we're going to be busy, and he's thinking when we get there we're going to chill out, and you're stuck in the hotel mad because that's not what you wanted. So make sure that you talk about this type of vacation that you're going on and what it's going to look like. Define it. It's going to help if you define it.
Yeah, it definitely cut down the arguments, because some, just keeping it real. Some of us spouses are early mourners. Some of us like to get up late. So if you don't work it out in the midst of saying, okay, a couple more, we're gonna get up early and go to breakfast. Or
Compromise, yeah.
Yeah, compromise. That's the best word. You have to compromise, and because it ain't all about me, and it ain't all about her. It's about us, one flesh. Getting out away together where we can enjoy one another. Like I said earlier, refresh our marriage. Because there are distractions, whether it be working, like she said, children, ministry, business, so forth. There are distractions that we all need to get away from. Sometimes we do, because when you get on overload, because the arguments increase, they get louder, they get more often. And so why not plan to get away at least, like I said, once a year, maybe once every 2 year. And in some couple cases, staycations may work. But I'm saying that
And just
I'm,
do
I
what you can
just
afford.
I'm encouraging you to try to experience more than wherever you may live at or get comfortable living there. Because there's so much out here that we as married couples need to experience or even want to experience. And what I mean by that, meet other married couples
Yep.
that been married 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, and you'll be surprised how many of us share the same things. Whether it's how long we've been married or how many children we have, business and so forth. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot that you experience when you get away on a vacation.
And when you go on vacation, no matter what you choose to do, choose to have fun. Don't go on vacation talking about bills, issues.
Leave everything at home.
Leave that at home, and then just go and enjoy yourself. Um, yeah, so my husband wanted to get on one, and we wanted to do it by video because we felt the urge to do it now, and it's like 2 o'clock or so, and we know that a lot of you are probably still working, so what we'll do is post it, and if you have questions or anything like that, you could post your questions, we'll answer them, but we think we're going to do this often. He said, we'll see.
Depending if we relocate to Jamaica or not.
No, we won't be relocated. But we'll try to post certain topics or whatever. We have been married 28 years. We've been together 31. So I do believe if you have something to say, have some experience behind it, have some weight on your words and your wisdom, go through some things first. And I'm not saying wisdom always comes through going through things, but in certain situations, in certain subjects, experience is more weightier than, just sharing information. So I think we have gone through enough, and we have weathered a lot of storms and enjoyed a lot of celebrations to be able to impart something really good, godly, encouraging to you, and even those who are not married yet. We could be a assistance to you too. So we wanted to do a video.
And also, just remember, don't grow old at the beginning. Live life. Celebrate one another. Get away. I mean, like I said again, it don't matter if you've been together 1 year, married 1 year, 5 years, or 10 years. Just don't take one another for granted that everything's okay going from January to December, year after year after year. Do something that may be a stretch for you. May not be a stretch, but the common goal should be to celebrate one another for being one flesh.
Yeah.
Because most of us, all of us, I believe, that are married right now are in it for better or for worse. So that means forever. And and what better way to stop the enemy from even trying to create divorce? Strengthen and encourage one another by getting away, celebrating one another on a vacation. Sit down with your spouse and find out if you can go anywhere, where you want to go, and stuff like that. That's how our conversations start. This was on her bucket list, so this is what we're doing, and so just have them conversations like, what would you like to? You can go anywhere you want to go. Where would you want to go? And you go here. Just start, find out what the cost would be. Because like I said, it's just me. I think anything is affordable if you really wanted to make it happen. Because God will provide. And I'm not just saying that because that's a cliche to say, but God will provide because your heart is right, because you're doing it for your marriage.
I know this was
A surprise.
a surprise.
Probably the last
Out here
time.
looking a mess, looking dark. It's okay.
She's purple.
I'm blurple. But yeah, so we just wanted to share that, and we do know couples who travel all the time. You know, who take advantage of the opportunities to go on vacation, and that's admirable. Like, that's great that you spend that time to enjoy one another and get away from, the mundane, and you get away and you just enjoy each other, and you enjoy meeting people that you've never met before, and you learn cultures. One of the things that I learned yesterday when we went on our excursion, it was day for yesterday, our tourist was talking, and she was just saying, how she considers herself very old-fashioned, and that she really believes in taking care of her husband, and that when her husband goes out and somebody sees her husband, they call it whatever her first name is. Say Nancy. That's Nancy's husband. And so she says if she sees a hole in her husband's shirt, she'll tell him, "Oh no, baby, you can't wear that shirt. I have to fix that shirt." She says because she believes in taking care of her family, her husband, and I gleaned from that. I did. And so, because a lot of the things I think we still should do, we threw away, with the bathwater. So, I just learning the culture and everything, I think is great too. So that's it.
And one last thing I want to share with you guys is that there was a couple that spoke into our lives maybe about 20 years ago, and that couple was the Floyds. They spoke to us about how important it was to go on a vacation as a couple, and that stuck with me. That stuck with us.
Yeah.
And we never took that for granted. And actually, it uplifted us, to the point where we made it. We made a decision to heed to their advice, their suggestion.
Always have fun, enjoy your spouse.
That was Brother Floyd's words. Say it again.
He said to us, "You all always have fun." He said, "Travel." He says, "Enjoy one another. Never forget to enjoy each other." So, Brother Floyd, we never forgot. And that was we were probably like 8 years in our marriage at the time, because we've been at Old Flow like 20-some years. So I would say 5 to 8 years. And he told us that. And that stuck with us. And that's something that we always do. If we're not going to do anything else, we are going to have some fun. And we're going to enjoy life. And we are going to celebrate one another, because I think we both deserve to be celebrated. And marriage deserves to be celebrated. This is something that we'll be doing for the rest of our lives. So, it's going to be the best thing that ever happened to us, is, marrying one another and learning to love one another the way we receive love. And sometimes the way we receive love is not always the type of love that your spouse wants to give. So even in that, you'll learn how that person gives love, and you'll understand that because they give it that way, he's expressing or she's expressing their love, even though it may not be the way you receive it. So I hope that made sense. But anyway, we are out, and we will see you guys later. Bye.